Welcome to the next little module for you all. So for this module, we're going to investigate minerals. And so we kind of wrapped up geologic time, although on Monday we're going to do a little more on geologic time, and then we'll work our way into minerals. And so the main lecture that we'll talk about and the PowerPoint that I'll use in class is right here. And so we'll just work our way through what is a mineral and how do we know what minerals are what and what minerals can we are useful for us and how do they make rocks and all that kind of good stuff. And so the two things that I just need you to complete for the online portion is just to go through this article that talks about minerals, mineral properties, and things like that. It's certainly some information that we'll talk about in class, but sometimes it's always nice to see it in a different format or, have it kind of repeated. So you can just go ahead and look through that article, and then when you're done, you'll take that little quiz. For the homework, what I'm going to have you do is you're going to pick out some minerals, basically, and give me some properties. So, of course, this information is going to be presented to you in class, and we'll talk about minerals, how we identify minerals, certain physical properties of minerals, and then, of course, this idea that we actually want to group these things. So there's a lot of minerals, and so it's nice if we can put them in categories. So we kind of use their chemical composition to put them in different groups. And so what I want you to do for the homework is I've given you a little chart on this document, and then I want you to pick a mineral that fits into that particular group, and then give me some properties. Because of course there are so many minerals, and we can look at the chemical composition maybe and know something, but if we want to name it, we need to know some things about it. So color can be useful. Sometimes how hard a mineral is. So we actually have a scale that evaluates the hardness of a mineral relative to each other. There's some other properties that we'll introduce, like luster, how the mineral breaks or fractures is related to its chemical composition, so that can give us some information about it. Its density, right? So sometimes when you pick up an object, it feels either heavier or lighter than you would expect. That has something to do with its density. So we want to look at all these properties. And so that's the kind of information that I'm going to ask you for in the chart. And so what you can do to help you with that homework assignment is in the resource page here. There's some more information on the online textbook you can look at. And there's a couple other links here. This minerals.net would probably be the most useful for your homework this week. And so when you click on that, it'll take you to the site, and that will have the categories that we've kind of talked about in class, and it'll give you a variety of minerals that exist in those categories with their properties. And so you can kind of pull the properties from there and enter them into the chart. And that should be very helpful for the homework. If you're interested in what minerals we have in Arizona, of course, you could take a look at the Arizona Geological Survey page. So that's it. So you just gotta work on those two like normal. We'll have just the two assignments online, and then, of course, in class we'll get to minerals probably late Monday, and then, of course, on Wednesday. All right. Well, if you're having any troubles with that, you can always talk to me in class or email me. Get in touch with me, and I can help you with your assignments.